What's up, it's Nez, and hey friendos, welcome back to Monster Prom for the second term DLC. Today we finish our long and arduous journey in trying to boink all the members of the Coven by romancing the enigmatic and very thick leader Joy. Let's go! 1 player, second term, short game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are you? Let's play as Blue this time.
Yay!
And we had yet to experience his ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22 ? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love for fire. Liam Delinecourt, 4XX. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was a truly lovable dork. Zoe, forever. Another rich cutie who went from endless dating to Dark Realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculester Hewlett-Packard 1.0. A library computer had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. We're no more, we're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. A radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? The superpower of always choosing the right combination of emojis to get the desired reaction from people, seducing my loved ones, burning my enemies, settling any argument, and even conveying complex emotional thoughts. Probably rabies, I'd go to the hospital immediately. Or the incredible power of writing fan fiction so compelling that the actual creators of TV shows decide to go with my ideas and crazy ships instead. The superpower to always choose the right emoji. So charming. If you got to choose, how would you die? As a practical demonstration while giving a TED Talk on how to die correctly. How I die is irrelevant as long as I'm allowed to haunt my enemies for the rest of eternity. Silly, death is just a concept we invented to keep the commoners in check. So wealthy. Your partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a great gift. A silly toy that makes noises. A friendly Roomba with wobbly eyes. A pony, always a pony. The head of their fiercest enemy. An art commissioned by Picasso. Anything on fire, or a weapon. No, a weapon on fire. A pony. What's the title of your autobiography? How to succeed at everything and look fabulous trying. The art of punching life in its dumb fucking face. How Garfield met Naruto, a story of how I fell in love with forbidden ships. What? I barely have the patience to read a book, dude, let alone write one. The top drunk text I don't regret sending. Or temporality, the ongoing journey to define my inner enigma. How to succeed at everything. And time for another round of Monster Prom. Week 1, morning.
Let's go!
So we'll need a bit more money before we could get the item that we need. Let's go to the library. That day, you spent some time in the library species, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but really who's the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose Zen Karma, which isn't a stat in the game, so who cares, and you gain 2 money. You notice Vera showing off an elaborate new necklace to Miranda. They're the crown jewels of Lumeria. My family acquired them in a cutthroat business merger. Do you like them?
Oh yes, very much. Such a shame about the Lumerian royal family though.
What, that they're all dead at the hands of their own servants?
No, that was unavoidable once the true tragedy had taken place. They were no longer loved by their subjects.
Feared, you mean?
Oh no, fear is so scary. Love is what matters. I could not disagree more. You there, settle this dispute for us. What is the best way to let people know how powerful you are?
Oh, okay. Buy their houses, burn them down, then replace them with a water park. Or, you don't need to convince anyone, just make everyone who doesn't love you disappear. This seems like the bold option, and this seems like a money option. This one? Oh, okay, it's fun.
Ah yes, a tactic I've used successfully many times in the past. The best part is that when you build enough water parks, no one even goes to most of them.
That is true! Most water parks are ghost towns out of summer.
Meaning that you burn down your victims' houses for absolutely no constructive purpose. Victims? Don't you mean subjects? Same thing, darling, same thing.
Now you understand why so many new water parks have been opening up lately. You gain 2 smarts and 1 fun. Week 1, noon. We need to gain a bit more money, and the best place to do it is probably with these idiots. In a totally normal way, Liam happens to sit down at the same lunch table as the Coven. Oh, Liam, we know exactly what your backstory with the Coven is. Suddenly, you hear a loud gasp from across the cafeteria. Every single one of Zoe's mouths is hanging open. You pull up a chair right as Zoe rushes over.
Whoa, is that what I think it is? Liam and the Coven sitting together? Do I smell a 5th season revival?
Drop it. And by the way, there are only 3 seasons. Fall, winter, and eternal contemplation of the void.
OMG, this is totally the classic return of the long-lost ally to save the world once again. Or maybe there's still some fire between Liam and Joy.
Yes, we know all about that from the extensive backstory we got last episode. Do you know anything about boundaries?
Not really.
Listen, you, we're no longer allies, but that doesn't mean we can't sit at the same table or anything. It is literally just a lunch table, just a flat piece of wood with 4 legs. It means nothing. Wick, use your boundless compassion and wisdom to mediate this minor dispute between your friends. That's exactly what someone would say if they were hiding a secret. Double-crossing mid-season reveal alliance romance. Or, I think we're missing the real chemistry here. That lunch table is giving serious fuck-me-eyes to the cafeteria floor. You're hiding a secret of a mid-season romance, Coven.
Gasp!
Did you just say the word gasp? Like aloud, instead of just gasping?
Sorry, I'm still getting used to non-endless despair deities emotion sounds. Like psh and hump, and especially But you're totally right. This is obviously a ploy to keep me off the scent. Holy moly, I can't wait for this season.
Zoe looks overjoyed. You better start practicing your emotion sounds. Yay, pizzazz and smooch. Well, that was interesting, but we didn't get any money out of it. Week 1, evening.
Let's go.
To the library. That day, spend some time in the library species mining bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. Wow, this joke does not age well. But you guessed that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million. Which is unfortunately equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. You're trying to focus on your own love life, but the sloppy make-out sounds coming from Violet and Tate are making it difficult. Take that somewhere else. My snakes will never be able to digest their food if they have to watch this disgusting display.
Yeah, and my fanfiction muse is running for the hills. How am I supposed to write romance when the 2 of you are making it look so unappealing?
No surprise.
Well, sounds like someone is a little bit jealous of our amazing perfect relationship. We're not bothering anyone. You commented on my fanfiction. Still not as romantic as Every Day with My Bae. And then a bunch of heart eye emojis and stars and also a kimono emoji. Why did you comment the kimono emoji? You see, Zoe, this is why it's better to be a strong, independent nightmare creature. Terrifying women terrify women. You don't know what you're talking about. Nez, you're always trying to romance your classmates in various unlikely ways.
That we are.
It's a couple versus a pair of people who don't understand the joys of being in a couple. Go on and be the tiebreaker.
Why, yes, we will do that. Well, if Zoe and Vera don't want to be in relationships, it's gonna be hard for them to be in a relationship with you. Time to convince one of them. Vera, historically the only reason why people married was tactical alliances and increasing wealth of both families. So really, marriages are a great way of solidifying and increasing power and material gain. Or, Zoe, when you're in a relationship, you can do silly couple costumes for Halloween, like peanut butter and jelly or puberty and shame. Puberty and shame. But we're smarter than that, so...
Your idiocy?
No? Marriage for love isn't a lie! Love is wonderful, that's not at all... That is by far the best argument I've ever heard. Violent and Tate, you may be brainwashed by a series of never-ending heteronormative rom-coms, but if you woke up to the reality of the world, you would realize your alliance is weak as shit, and you're vulnerable as hell. I'm not proud of it, but I spent a long time exploiting people's weaknesses to take over various dimensions, and you two do seem pretty vulnerable.
What a pair
We're
of
not vulnerable! We're in love!
That has been...
Well, you have raised a truly excellent point, Nez. You might make a smart alliance yourself. Maybe someday we'll make a point to check each other's bank balances and lists of assets.
Holy fuck, checking bank balances and asset lists are basically second base for Vera. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. But we need 1 more money. Week 2. Shopkeep, please don't be at the library. Okay, we're good. To the library. That day, spent some time in the library's VCs playing good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain 2 money. Later you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why.
Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is where exactly I can find the details for a proper blood ritual.
Ah, why don't you ask the Coven? They're witches, they should know all about blood magic. Or literally just search the internet. Like that's literally what it's there for. Yeah, you can just go search the internet.
Oh right, good call. Sometimes you get so caught up in the grand scheme of exploiting blood magic to secure petty victory that you forget about the little things.
You and Vera scamper over to the library to put the school's computers to good use for once. For real, does anyone at the school use school resources for educational purposes?
Let's just search blood magic to guarantee prom queen victory over basic bitches to maintain social status. That's pretty clear, right?
Couldn't possibly be clearer.
Seems like we're gonna need the blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess. Not exactly stuff that's going to be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Not that I'm destined to be prom queen, or I wouldn't have to do blood magic in the first place, but hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you make your own victory. You check the shop, I'll grab the goat, and we'll meet up in the bathrooms to cut its tongue out and get this party started.
Sounds like a party indeed. You gain 2 fun and 1 smarts. But unfortunately, Vera, that's not the plot line we're targeting today. Because we have to go to the shop and grab the blood of an angel.
Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer? Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets, nya.
Right, we need to get this, the blood of an angel.
The message here is that you don't mess with me, even if you're a literal angel, babe.
See you later.
Have a good one, nya.
Aha! Time to date Joy. Week 2, evening.
Let's go.
Where do we go to? Let's go outside and have fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. You're proudly displaying your new angel blood when suddenly a few of your classmates, specifically 3 of them, specifically the Coven, appear literally out of thin air because they're witches and that's how they roll. You! Nez! You found it! You found the angel's blood! We need that to save the world! The literal actual devil Satan himself is planning a hostile takeover of this particular school for some reason, and the only thing that can stop him is the blood of an angel that isn't fallen. We thought you would have a vested interest in helping us, since we know that Satan himself killed your parents. He what? No, he absolutely did not, but the Coven seems pretty insistent, and before you can correct them...
You, Nez, you found it! You found the angel's blood! We need that to party down! We're going to split the angel's blood 50-50. I'm gonna smoke it with some high-quality crack. And I'm going to feed it to my snakes to keep them luxurious, silky, and easy to style.
Okay, but we want to save the world, and if there's no world, none of that would even...
Let's put it to a vote! And you can count as one person since you're literally inseparable and somehow your faces are always weirdly in sync.
Hey, that's offensive! Not all witches are the same! You would think that you'd recognize my uniqueness by the fact that I'm the only girl in the school without a thigh gap. Oh yes, you are very thick and chunky.
Sure, but like, you never know which one of you is talking. You all sort of talk at the same time. So it's 2 against 1. Vera and I win the angel's blood, yay! I can hear my snakes gulping it down already.
On the one hand, you're happy that your friends are happy. On the other hand, the world will end if the Coven doesn't get that blood. Ah fuck, why does the Coven always have to ruin everything by asking you to make difficult decisions? Plus, pissing Polly and Vera off is kinda equally likely to end the world, so time to convince them to happily give up that blood. Huh. Listen, Vera, angel's blood is pretty rare. Maybe we can bargain with the Coven and make this into a sweet business opportunity. Or, don't you see, Polly, the most powerful drug of all is the friends that we made along the way. Oh yes, we could definitely profit from this, Vera.
I do like unique business ventures. Listen, Coven, if I give you my angel's blood,
It's yours, but sure, why not?
do you agree to give me Satan himself's corpse after you've killed him? Oh, good call, Vera.
What? Why?
I think I could make a very stylish headpiece out of his horns. And then I could replicate that and begin a new fashion line. I'd call it Devilishly Delicious. Loving it, and I can ground up his hooves and snort that.
Are Satan himself's hooves a drug?
Fuck if I know, but I imagine that they'd have quite a spicy kick to them, right? I mean, you gotta assume as much. I feel like his tail would make a great belt. Oh, and his eyeballs could be earrings. Yes, unique fashion empire. And the great drug trip. Here we come.
They're so excited that they run off before the Coven even agrees. Wild. Thank you for that, Nez. Now give us the angel's blood. You do, because you like the world and don't want it to end. It's so nice to interact with someone at this school who actually cares whether or not the planet is taken over by a literal actual devil. You think that wouldn't be such a rarity, and yet... We appreciate your help, and we'll call you again before this adventure is through. Maybe you'll finally get to avenge your parents' death by stopping Satan himself once and for all. This is literally not a thing, and you have no idea where they got it from, but you're way too sorry to argue. The point is, you did a good job, hooray you! The gals are happy, the Coven is happy, and you're happy. With 2 charm and 1 fun. Plus, if you really stop and think about it, the Coven does save your lives a lot, and the girl in the middle, Joy, right? Has some rockin' curves. Oh, yes! Yes! Week 3, morning.
Let's go.
Where shall we go to? Let's go to class, because as much as possible, we can't be even on our stats. That day, listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. You're sitting around wishing you had bought an item you'd actually get to keep instead of one that was snatched from you when suddenly... Nez, there you are! The time has come for us, the protagonists of this quest. I've reached a stumbling point where we simply can't get through this alone and must rely on a secondary character to come in and help us out. Now's your chance to step up to the plate, become the star of this particular arc, and help us avenge your parents' death by defeating Satan himself. Literally, where did they get this from? As you once again consider dispelling this rumor, you are once again stopped, this time by the appearance of... Dimitri, give us back that angel's blood now! It's not too late to redeem your soul! Dimitri runs his sexy fingers attached to his perfectly sculpted arm, through his ivory white carefully tousled long hair which hangs low over his glistening, gleaming, glinting eyes. I am a vampire, Dimitri says broodingly, yet somehow alluringly. I have no soul. None of this matters to me, don't you see? In hundreds of years of existence, nothing has ever mattered to me. And that is what makes me powerful. You can never defeat me because you care too much. I care for nothing, so I can do anything. As if to prove his point, Dimitri lights his shirt on fire and lets it burn off of him until his rock-hard abs are revealed to the world. See, I have nothing to live for, but I have nothing to lose. You will never, ever be as powerful as I am. Give up now. He's right, we care too much. We'll never defeat him. There's no point. We should stop our quest now. You can't let them stop, not now when you're about to have your big plot moment. Time to step up and become a fan favorite minor character that people will draw tons of fan art of. Seduce Dimitri into being your opponent ally who might seem to fall back in the league with enemies at times, but always prove himself to be on your side in the end. Or, the Coven's ability to care isn't their weakness, it's their strength! Prove this to them with a well-crafted montage of flashbacks to times they protected each other. We will seduce Dimitri because who can't resist those abs? You tousle your own hair, adjust your outfit, and shoot Dimitri the most perfect look anyone has ever shot. It's sultry, but it's also sweet and a little sexy and a little naive. Your eyes, Dimitri stammers. The look I see in them, I've never seen anything like it. You're so innocent and pure, it makes me want to protect you. I've never seen such genuine kindness in another's eyes before. You're also very hot and I want to bang you. There are a lot of different feelings going on here. In all of these thousands and thousands of years, I have somehow literally never met another monster in the world who has been able to come even close to thawing the ice around my uncaring heart. Yet you have melted it with but a glance. You have saved my soul. Didn't he just say that he did have a soul? Well, whatever, you're not going to argue with him. You, Nez, Dimitri says, kneeling before you, that's kinda kinky, are my angel, and as such deserve this angel's blood. He hands it to you. And now I must go prove myself worthy of you by redeeming myself through a series of heartbreaking tasks that may or may not result in my death before we can ever be reunited again. Please, never love anyone else. Oh, but we will, I'm so sorry. With that, he is gone. Wow, Nez! Who knew that your sultry looks were so powerful? Now we could actually use that angel's blood to defeat the literal actual devil Satan himself and finally put your parents' souls to rest. Sure, right. Good news is you totally got 3 boldness for just going for it with a sexy vampire dude. Too bad he's way too old and brooding to take to prom. That being said, it would be nice to think outside of your usual friend group for prom dates. For example, Joy really does care a lot about other people and saving the world, so that's nice quality in a prom date, maybe. Also, she's very thick. Week 3, noon. And who should we eat our final lunch with? Dimitri! What happened to you right after we seduce you? Wait, Dimitri's here? Doesn't he have somewhere better to eat lunch? Like an evil banquet or Tim Hortons or something? I can see the confusion writ upon your face, and I can assure you, I am not here to indulge my palate in the delicacy that is sloppy monster fries. Dimitri pulls up a clipboard and a stack of pamphlets. I am here on a recruiting mission. Tell me, have you ever considered the benefits of joining the dark side? The pay's great, whatever you can steal. We have a killer dental plan, fangs included. And the upward mobility's unbelievable, because your superiors will constantly be killing each other. Plus, you get to go to bed each night knowing you helped make the world a little less safe. You give Dimitri a disapproving look and point at your Dare t-shirt. Oh, you've been through dark arts resistance education, have you? Well, let's sweeten the deal. How about a free trial of 1 dark side perk? Sure, what's the worst that could happen? You ask him to explain. Huh. The art of monologuing with your evil plans in great detail when you have your enemies trapped in a compromising position. Or, how to rock a cape. Huh. Which one should we choose? Let's go with the cape. Okay, I'm going to explain this once, so pay close attention. The correct way to rock a cape is, and this is very technical, so please focus. The only way to rock a cape is like this. Dimitri stands there shirtlessly, his cape flapping in a breeze that no one else can feel.
Where's that wind coming from? We're in a basement.
Are you taking notes? This has taken me literal centuries to master. Oh, you're taking notes, alright. If by notes you mean pictures of sexy shirtless Damien overlaid with various compromising Snapchat filters. I'm afraid that I must conclude today's lesson. I have learned from long experience that rocking a cape for extended periods can cause onlookers' genitals to explode. Until we meet again, my willing acolyte. Oh, and never put your cape in the washing machine, air dry only, otherwise it bunches up and looks like an enormous diaper. And now my dramatic exit. Dimitri vanishes in a cloud of purple smoke, like always. You sell the shirtless pics of him to Zoe in exchange for 4 charm. Amazing! We now know how to pose with a cape. Week 3, evening.
Let's go.
And let's just go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. You're doing jumping jacks to prepare for the final battle. You're not sure when it will be, but it's late enough in the season, you know, spring, fall, winter, that you know it has to be soon. When suddenly, the Coven bursts in, quickly followed by some kind of demon. Not Damien, though, that would be way easier to handle. Nez, thank goodness you're here. An actual literal devil, not the actual literal devil Satan himself, but another actual literal devil. His demon lieutenant was sent after us by the literal actual devil Satan himself. I guess he got wind of our amazing plan and decided to end things before they started. We can't use the angel's blood in him because then we won't be able to defeat the literal actual devil Satan himself when the time comes to it. And we'll never be able to avenge your parents. How? Why? Quick, Nez! Think of a plan to defeat him! 1. Throw hot sauce in his eyes and run away. 2. Start stripping to distract him. Lol, joking, not time for that yet, because an actual literal devil, but not Satan himself, throws a lightning bolt, which pierces the middle witch directly in the heart. She drops like stone. Oh no, Joy!
No!
The other 2 witches scream.
Joy! She's dead.
Cries the witch on the right. Fate? Faith? Something like that. Maybe you really should learn the names of your classmates other than just Joy. Especially because Joy probably wouldn't be into you if she knew that you didn't know her best friend's names. Although she's dead at the moment, so...
Joy can't be dead.
Sobs the other witch. Grumpy or sleepy or someone.
If Joy is dead, there will be no diversity at all in the female body types at the school. And Liam and Scott are built so differently. It isn't fair.
Whale's fatalism or whatever. They do have a point. You'd better revive Joy for the sake of representation, if not for the sake of saving the entire world. Also, you've grown really attached to her over these misadventures. Sob over Joy's corpse, so she revives. Or selflessly use the magic orb of healing +4 you've been saving this entire time. What shall we do? We will cry over Joy. You drop dramatically to your knees. No, you scream, shaking your fist at the sky. Joy, why? Take me instead, you cry at the universe at large. Oh, Joy, oh, sweet, sweet Joy. You cradle her limp body in your arms and weep beautifully over it. Delicate tears stream down your cheeks and gently land on Joy's face. Then a very sentimental song starts playing magically in the background, and Joy's skin turns pink. Wait! This is a Pokemon reference! This is from Mewtwo Strikes Back! Joking, she just wakes up. What? Where am I? What happened?
Joy, you're back! Thank the goddess!
Now that Joy is alive again, you're finally getting to know Sneezy and Dopey as individuals. Sneezy and Dopey! Thank you so much, Nez. You've saved me and all of us. And now we go forth to defeat the literal actual devil Satan himself once and for all.
Joy has survived death once, which means that after that fake out, the climactic battle is definitely going to go in our favor.
Soon, very soon, your parents will be avenged. Thank the goddess indeed. You also thank her for 2 smarts and 1 boldness you just got. Hooray! And now time to take our favorite thick character to prom. Let's go!
Sweet. Let's go.
You don't ask anyone to prom because the truth is you've been spending a lot more time with the Coven lately, and you think you might be feeling stuff for Joy. Now you can even remember her name, and isn't that a sign of true love? Yes, exactly.
Oh, she's totally asking you to prom, Joy.
Mind your own business, Hope.
Remember, we have to retrieve the Sky Tower Emerald next week if we want to have an edge when fighting the Lord of Flies.
That's right, damn!
But remember last season, we had that episode that taught us that as a responsible leader, you sometimes focus too much on saving the world, and it can end up being a detriment to the whole team if you burn out. Oh yes, I love that episode. I got a subplot where I befriended what turned out to be a big scary monster's little puppy.
I remember the demon puppy. You would be okay retrieving the Sky Tower Emerald on your own, girls?
Sure, Joy. Remember that episode that taught you about trusting us and learning to delegate some quests? So we'll do the Emerald thing and you can focus on enjoying prom.
The 3 of them hug and you hear the audience reacting with a sympathetic "Aww."
Best episode
You have a beautiful evening together, relaxing from too much saving the world. Until that moment when, of course, prom is invaded by an army of skeletons sent by the Lord of Flies himself. But you have a bonding experience fighting together, performing some kick-ass duo moves. And now, finally, you can spend the rest of the night totally relaxing from too much saving the world. Ah, we finally got to date Joy. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda got a job being a princess of her kingdom, which was actually kind of her job already. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not part of the game, she plays the game. So be careful, maybe now she's pulling your strings. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's back at high school again, working as a coach. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Try to loosen up your mind, get ready for a feeling blast. But feelings don't vanish. The fun is to flourish.
And that was the end of our long journey to Boink All, the members of the Coven. If you guys enjoyed this video and dating joy, leave your comments down below and like and subscribe so we could grow our channel together. There's actually only 2 endings left that we haven't gotten in second term, one of them being Calculasters, and another being a super secret ending that hasn't released yet. Stay tuned for more episodes of Monster Prom here on our channel, but until then, my name is Nez and thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye, friendos!